Hey guys, what's going on? We're back in some World of Tanks today. It seems like you guys took quite a liking to the central sound of my voice on the last video, the one with the glitch and the new Overlord map. So I just thought, hey, why the hell not do another one and see where it goes. It is worth noting though that this isn't a funny video, it's just a replay which I found, pretty decent replay which I found, involves Despad and his KV-220 on Lakeville. Well, I say it's not funny. But come on guys, it's KV-220 in a tier 5 game. How much more hilariously overpowered can it get? No, seriously, in case you guys didn't know, the body of this tank is the same as a KV-3. Yeah, the tender ass of this tank is more well armored than the front of a KV-1, and it's at tier 5. You know, if I remember correctly, I think they only sold this tank for maybe, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, and they haven't sold it since. Of course, that's not to say that they're not going to sell it again, but chances are that it's going the way of the Type 59, because, in all honesty, given the choice between buying a Type 59 and buying a KV-220, I'd probably buy the KV-220, just because it's at a lower tier. It can bounce literally everything if it's not shot in the turret, and it's a fucking Soviet heavy. This thing's the easiest thing to play at the worst of times. Now it's at this point in the game where the fun really starts. If you draw your attention to the map in the bottom right corner, you can see that every single player on our team that went to the valley got horrendously bopped in the face. And all of this just before Despad could even get in position in the town. Of course, now that he is in position, he's getting stuck in with the enemy heavies. Speaking of which, there's a KV-1 over there. And he is, while not completely angled, he has his tracks facing towards us. So, Despad has to load the gold. Now if it takes gold to fire at the side of a KV-1 and even maybe penetrate it 50 to 75% of the time, imagine what it's like on the hull of a fucking KV-220. Of course, the side of a D1, however, not really a challenge. Literally, you could be firing Ps at that thing and it would go through. And bringing your attention back to the map, you will find that the enemy team has now advanced as far as the friendly spawn point and has completely cut off reinforcements. Those people in the bottom left corner of the map probably going to die within the next 10 to 15 seconds. Now there is a silver lining, however. In order for them to win, they either have to kill all of the enemy tanks or cap the base. And our friend Despad in the KV-220 is in the base, and they have to kill him. So this is by no means an easy victory. Alright, it's about to get really busy on this side of the church. The enemy team just made their move, so now they're completely surrounded and his allies are about to fall. So logically, Despad starts tanking with his beautiful Russian ass. The same ass which is the exact same thickness as the KV-1's front. Now, just to put things in perspective for you, some of the people who are firing at him would probably have more luck asking out Megan Fox than penetrating the back of this tank without firing gold ammo. And it's at this point where the enemy KV-1 senses blood in the water and decides to finish off the one ally which Despad has left. But he's not going down without a fight, and Despad manages to set the KV-1 on fire. Yeah, that was a premium fire extinguisher. That's 20,000 credits down the drain. Good job, KV-1. Good job. And now, Despad's completely alone against 2/3 of the enemy team. And it's only 2/3 because he's the one that killed almost all of the ones that are dead. So Despad's slowly taking care of all the enemies in the town. The bad news is that now all the people who had taken the valley are starting to show up behind him. Behind Despad, there appears to be a KV-1. And judging by the amount of trouble which the last KV-1 gave him, anything can happen. The game's actually starting to get pretty suspenseful. All of the enemy tanks are going to start closing in. They're all going to start shooting at every single direction, all at the same time. And now he's actually starting to take damage as well. I know, damage unheard of, come on. You can't let this happen, you're Russian. That armor's supposed to mean for something. That log was the last thing that came out of Stalin's ass before he died. That's such a bad joke. Every Russian vehicle comes complete with a log straight out of Stalin's ass. Oh, some people aren't gonna like that one. You heard it here first, folks. The origins of the log explained. But all in all, Despad seems to be doing pretty well for himself. 7 kills, most of the enemy team dead. Literally still has life points, so that's a good thing. And then a wild Churchill appears. No problem. It's just a Churchill. Despad's just casually bouncing shot after shot, even from the SU, which is strange considering I would have thought the SU would be able to penetrate him. Well, I guess not. And it looks like the Churchill's not actually a bad player. What he's doing is he's pinned the KV-220 in place from around the corner. Despad can't shoot him, but he can shoot Despad. So he keeps refreshing the tracking shots on the tracks. And, I guess, desperately praying that his team's intelligent enough to get right behind the KV-220 and plant one right into his Russian ass. Not like it'll do anything, but it's worth a try. And see? Good. Here comes a priest, ready to take a shot right into... Wait. What? Fucking... Okay, not quite what I was going for there, priest. Nice try, but, like, you had the train of thought. You just didn't have the trigger finger. Speaking of which, okay, you're an artillery. You're supposed to be camping in the back, taking shots at this guy. Speaking of which, if you're in an artillery, you're supposed to be doing that. Literally, you're the only one who would be able to kill him. They have him pinned in place. It would be the easiest shot to take, to just retreat a little bit and splash some stuff down on him. Why didn't you even do that already? Come on. Oh, God. Well, whatever. I mean, during that little rant, which I just had, a lot of tanks died. There's only 2 of them left. Oh, and it looks like the T-50 is about to take a run for it. Was this the 3rd fire of the game? Oh my god. Oh, Despad is the luckiest guy which I have possibly ever seen play this game. Hey, what's up, little T-50? Oh, that's a nice little engine you have there. Hey, want some marshmallows? Here you go. Boom. Now, it's unfortunate because this game was really, really nice. Yeah, the Churchill is AFK, unfortunately. So I'm just going to speed it up over here until he gets to the Churchill. In the meantime, though, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I had a metric fuck ton of fun just talking about this, laughing about this, and I hope you found it fun as well. If you liked it, feel free to like it. It does nothing but help, honestly. And if you liked it even more, then feel free to subscribe. And feel free to even, send me your replays if you feel that they're funny enough, if you like them. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, yeah. That's it from me for now. I'll see you around.